Flight Maine veterans. It's their first time visiting our nation's capital.
And some get to experience it all with their family. Our Sam Rogers has more.
I was able to sit down with the Mosier brothers, Albert and Abbott of Gorham, who went on the September Honor Flight Maine trip. Their family has a centuries-long tradition of military service and farming. Even in their 90s, they are sharp as tacks, still knowledgeable about their family's history and the history of our country. But as I learned, these two can still be surprised.
When we were growing up, we could do all sorts of chores and expose ourselves to mechanical things and animals.
When I was 10, I'd get up at 5 o'clock in the morning so I could ride with the milk truck delivering milk.
There were a lot of early mornings for Albert and Abbott Mosier, working on the family farm that's been in Gorham since before the American Revolution.
And we didn't feel it was hard work. We just felt that that was one of the daily responsibilities, and you just did it.
The brothers, ages 96 and 92, remember President Franklin Roosevelt addressing the nation following the attack on Pearl Harbor in 1941.
I can remember where I was sitting and so forth and not realizing what was going to happen, and then some of our neighbors ended up being killed on some of the islands over there. So both of us carried selective service cards and were expected to go in the draft.
At the time, Albert, the older brother, used a combine harvester on the farm, the only one in Cumberland County.
One of the guys on the draft board was familiar with me, and he wouldn't let him draft me until I was 26 because he said I was more important on the farm.
After college, he got married and joined the Army, serving as a radio operator. His younger brother Abbott joined ROTC in college to prepare if he was drafted. He never was, but after school, he too joined the Army, serving as an ordnance officer from 1956 to 1962, ending his service at the reserve base in Saco.
And so they promoted me to captain and I left. And it was kind of unceremoniously, and just came home. And I think one of the things that was special about Honor Flight is that it just kind of put a capstone on my military career.
Albert was scheduled to go in May, but couldn't, because at age 96, he still had work to do on the farm. So the brothers went together in September. Abbott brought his son as his guardian. It
was a really nice bonding experience. We're very close anyway, but that was just one more attachment that we had to each other.
Family friend Timothy Profeno went with Albert.
And to be, honored in that way to go down to help him out, I thought would be a really wonderful experience.
The experience included seeing the memorials, meeting fellow Maine veterans, and active service members.
That kind of brought back some emotional strings that had kind of faded in the background, and so it was really special to meet all the folks that were there.
I was the oldest.
You're the elder statesman.
Oh, well, I don't know about that.
During the trip, Albert was asked to present a wreath at the tomb of the unknown soldier.
I felt quite honored to be selected.
The first of a few surprises in store. Back on the bus, the veterans received letters and notes from friends and family.
That was extremely emotional. It was almost teary to see it.
Then they flew back to Portland. A chance for Mainers to thank these veterans for their service, a ceremony many experienced for the first time.
It was a complete surprise. You open the door and there's a line of 75 people there to welcome as you got out of the elevator. Awestruck to see everything.
These two encourage anyone with military service to apply for Honor Flight.
Here's Al, and here's me.
Because these memories will never fade, and these photos mark a new chapter in this family's long history of service. Now you can head to the News Center Maine website or app to find more information on how to apply for future Honor Flight Maine trips. Again, we want to thank everyone who has donated so far.
What a good story from Sam. So touching.